Hey guys, what is going on? It's Fen here again. So today I want to talk a little bit more about War Z, bringing you guys some news, some interesting developments regarding War Z, especially in the company. So let's talk about Trademarks again because we talked about this in our previous episode of War Z. Sorry there's been no gameplay, it's just that there's so much to cover in terms of outside the gameplay. And I think this stuff is important for you guys to understand, especially if you're still pondering if you want to play the game or not, if you want to buy it, spend the money, etc. So hopefully this information will help you decide. So we've got an application here for Arctos Entertainment Group. This is part of War Z. They filed it on the 11th of November 2009 and it was suspended on the 23rd of September 2010. And the reason it was suspended was because they didn't give the correct information, and they gave them ample time, as you can tell, 2009 to 2010, in almost a year, and they still didn't actually give the right information, so in turn it did get suspended. And then same here with warinc.battlezone, the same thing, registered on the 10th of November 2011, and it was abandoned on the 29th of August 2012. So the same thing, prevailed to provide information, so it was just suspended. And I feel like it's going to be the same thing with the War Inc. Sorry, not the War Inc. The War Z franchise, because Paramount Pictures are actually pushing for that suspension. So not only did they most likely submit it and not give the correct information, but more so it's going to get taken down anyways because a bigger company is pushing for it. And we all know, in America, if the company has enough money and better lawyers, you're pretty much screwed. So I don't think the War Z have a leg to stand on, to be honest. But they're the two issues I wanted to talk about today regarding trademarks. Now, one of the other things I wanted to talk about was pay to win, because we all hate pay to win games. There's a lot of games out there that are pay to win. One of the games that I believe isn't pay to win is League of Legends. Because when you play League of Legends, you get runes. You get runes by getting IP, which is playing the game, which is fantastic. You can basically get more mastery pages, and you can get skins. Basically things that don't really alter your gameplay above anyone else's. It's all down to a skill. So purchasing RP is mainly for skins, champions if you want to get them quickly, but they also give you the option to get them through IP, which is basically playing the game. So I think overall it's really balanced. Having a different champion and playing that champion isn't a big advantage because you choose which champion you play. They all are equal to some extent, and of course people excel more on other champions because that's what their play style is. So I believe League of Legends is one of the fairest free-to-play games, and it's definitely not pay-to-win. Now, the reason I bring this up is because here in the Q&A it says, I want to pay to win, or pay for win. I want pay for win. God, I wish these guys would get their fucking grammar in check, to be honest. I have lots of money to spend. Sorry, pal, but this is the wrong game. Like in a real-world post-apocalypse scenario, your money will mean much less than your natural survival skills, training, and wits. Okay, that sounds good. So there's not going to be any pay to win. There we go. Now, this is in Russian, but from my sources, you basically get like an AK, you get a pickaxe, you get a backpack, you get 10 binoculars, and you get 5 med packs and some other stuff as well, like a 9mm gun and what's not, for this many rubles, which basically works out about $100. So this seems a little bit unfair. Now this is the Russian, they released this in only Russia. So you think to yourself, you've said it's not pay to win, yet you're giving people the opportunity to start with an AK, an axe, backpack space, all this stuff that you would need to naturally go out and get. So if this one thing goes through, this pay to win thing, what's the point in playing the game? There's no point in it. You play this game, especially because people will have talents and stuff, they're going to have a big advantage when they first start playing, when the game goes live again, I suppose. I'm not actually sure what's happening with the game. Is what we're doing now by playing War Z, the actual game, and is it going to be updated throughout the months with different things? Because when I play an MMO, I want to play a finished MMO and progress through the MMO. With this, people are already been playing War Z for hours and hours and hours, and they've got all the gear and stuff. So, is it fair? I don't know. It's actually a good question. Will it be reset? Will everyone's characters and resources be reset? Because the way I feel that they should progress through War Z is what Notch did with Minecraft. Basically give people the game for a very low price, and for them to understand that it is a beta and it will basically be progressing. So there will be bugs, there will be issues, but they will be fixed over time. And then, of course, release it officially when it's actually finished. But all the people that are helping you, support you, to give you the funds to progress through the process of the game, I think that is a good way of going about it, especially for a small company. And I think Notch did a really good job, because Minecraft is a fantastic game. Even though it doesn't look like it's really graphics intensive, it actually is. So that's something to keep in mind, and hopefully they do take some type of approach like that. I think it would be quite good. Now, the next topic I want to talk about is Sergey and Russian Killer. So there's been a lot of conflict between these two, Sergey being the executive producer and Russian Killer being one of the dev members, who I think deals with banning people, which I'll talk about soon. So Sergey basically made a post saying he's got a small group of people testing the talent systems on a private client of the game. So obviously we can't access it, but them who do have the correct client can actually access it. And Russian Caliber basically posted that there is no talent system yet. It's not out, and it's not even been tested. And so there's a lot of conflict between these two people who are really contradicting each other. One of them's lying, and we don't know who it is. I can't really base an opinion on who's lying, because one, I don't know them, and two, from the stuff I've read from both of them, they're both as bad as each other. So it probably leads me to believe that they're both lying out their asses, if I'm completely honest. And Sergey sent out the big apology letter as well. I'm sure everyone saw it on the forums, or when they loaded up War Z, or in the email. That's where I saw it. It's just, they're trying to keep people on par, because if they start losing more people, because they've already lost a lot of people, if they keep losing more and more, the game's just not going to take off. And the only reason the game has been so popular right now is just because of the amount of supporters the game has. Now, people obviously thinking they're getting scammed. They could well be, or they could not be. It might just be poor management skills from the actual creators, which I believe it is. I think they just overall don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're just ruining the process. So they should listen to the community more and get advice, because there's a lot of people out there, and a lot of people do have good ideas and advice. So let's talk about Russian Caliber. Now, I'll leave this link in the description. I'll leave all these links in the description for you guys. Now, I don't know who this guy is, but he's one of this is the owner of the second largest War Z clan on War Z. And basically, Russian Caliber was talking to this guy. It starts from 4 hours and 47 minutes, or 48 minutes, and it ends at 4 hours and 57 minutes. It's basically intimidating this guy, saying, you better give me the names of the hackers, because apparently there's a lot of hackers in this clan. Now, with the second largest War Z clan, I suspect there's quite a few, 100 players in that clan. And for him to expect the guild master or clan leader to keep an eye and a track on everyone who's hacking, I think that's a bit naive, to be honest. Now, he does have a spreadsheet of all the people that he suspects of hacking, but that it's only suspicion. He has no proof. Now, this could either go either way, because if I was in the clan, I could say XD is hacking, and I tell a clan leader, and then I was just totally bullshitting him, or maybe joking or something like that. And then this Russian Caliber forces the names out of this guy, and he gives him XD's name, and XD gets banned, and I was actually only joking. So with no proof, how can you ban people? Now, I do kind of like the enthusiasm that Russian Caliber has on banning people, because, you know, hackers are a nuisance, but why not just fix the issues of hacking and exploiting? If you fix them issues, then surely it's impossible to hack, right? You don't. I guess it's down to resources, really, because they're not a big company. They don't have high-end developers. I don't think they have the resources, or maybe want to put the time into building something that stops hackers from hacking. You know, it's all good just banning people, but they can make and buy a new account. If you eliminate the problem at the source, people using third-party programs to hack and exploit, then, you know, you fix the issue altogether, and then you don't have to ban people, and then you still get an income from them people trying to hack in the game, even though they can't. But when you ban people, you lose an income, but you might lose more of an income because people quit because of hackers. So it's a very delicate subject, but, you know, the way he went about asking this guy, and he actually was very aggressive. I suggest you guys watch it because it is really interesting. And you can see near the end he gets really pissy and really demanding, and starting using profanities towards him and stuff like that. And then he said, "Oh, I'm going because I need to ban people." And there was some stuff on the forums as well about this guy and Russian Caliber actually having an argument about him feeling pressured by Russian Caliber for getting the names and stuff like that. And like I said, it all comes down to proof. If you got no proof, it's all just hearsay, and you're banning people, that's bad press. You need proof in order to ban someone. If not, people are just going to leave because you're just banning random people for the sake of it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this episode. As you can tell, there's a lot of information to go through, and it's just so much information, and it's not good information either. It's just really, really bad publicity so far. So hopefully they do pull their fingers out of their asses, because Warzy can be a really, really good game. But if that one thing, pay to win, goes through, it's going to destroy the game, even if it becomes the best game in the world. Pay to win games are never good, because people have already spent a buttload of money buying the game, so why would they want to pay more money just to get items that you're going to lose if you die? So it's kind of just a vicious circle. Hacker kills you, you lose all your items, you've just wasted $100. I mean, what is the point? So guys, anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informational, and I hope it kind of gave you a better opinion about if you're going to buy the game or not. And let me know in the comment section below, are you going to buy the game from the information that you've already gained over the last few weeks, months, or are you still going to buy it? I don't know. I've already bought the game. I bought it for £14, which isn't really a lot of money, so I'm not really too bothered about a refund. I bought it so you guys don't have to buy it, so I'll be kind of, you know, documenting the process, and this is just, you know, probably a bunch more to come about this kind of stuff. But guys, thank you very much for watching. As I said before, hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next episode. Peace out, guys.